Hey everybody, hockey's back. I don't believe what I see. Do I see 47 people were waiting for me in this room? I don't know if that's ever happened. Hey everybody, hockey's back. 15 minutes from, well, I guess about 25 minutes from puck drop. So, oh boy, that dropped real fast. Okay. Hey everybody. Okay, let's use her. Okay, I got to scroll a little bit. J-Marc Sava, Claude Francine Martin, Devin Bailey, hey Mike, 19 Coyote, Zachary, Harish, Mason, Morgan, Paul Watts from the Philippines. All right, you're still here. Wow, welcome in. Zachary again, no, and NHL hockey news. All right, where am I watching the game? NHL is asking me. I am watching it online. Vidam, hey Vidam, Josh. I'm watching it online. Don't ask me if it's legal or not. I'm not saying, but I'm watching it online. Bob St. Jean, Freddie Hockey Red. That's what I'm gonna call you. Habs fan for life. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Wolverine, Tides of Venus. Okay, off the start, I'm gonna just tell everybody, just because we're starting. There's a lot of people in the room already. This is gonna scroll pretty quickly. If I miss a comment, please type it in again, and I'll get to it, I imagine, at some point there. And if not, I might as well say this. If you take a super chat or a super sticker, which will get my attention, you'll be entered to win this pair of skates. It is size 7.5, but it's a very lightly used Bauer Supreme pair of skates. They're great hockey skates. Any entry, any membership, super chat, super sticker, you get an entry. Okay, enough of that. Let's go. So game starting in about 20 minutes, and I'm looking forward to it. I was watching the last period of the Penguins and Flyers. It's different. It's different. Automatic. How's it going, buddy? Escargot et Coccinelle. Is that how they say it? From France. Hey, welcome in. This is amazing, from all over the world. By the way, I see Wolverine in there. Wolverine, I accidentally hid you from the channel because I was trying to get somebody else who made a stupid comment. But I found it, and I got you back in here. So sorry about that if you happen to notice it or not. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, me too. I just finished watching it, well, not that long ago. And yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Not having a particular like for either team or dislike either, but I mean, it wasn't the same. I guess I'm hoping there's more emotion and stuff like that with the Habs game, and we'll see what happens. And but it's different. It's different without the crowd there. It is a little different. I got to tell you, the feed I had was so clear that was a little bit offsetting. That's right. I wasn't expecting it. So. I'm watching it on sports. No, wait a second. Oh, I've got two mouses here. I got my smaller computer here. I'm watching it on sportsstatsme.net. I'm hoping the feed isn't on yet, but I swear I've always been watching it. There we go. Yeah, that's where I'm watching it. Sports, SPORTS, stats. STATS me, M-E. So one word, sportsstatsme.net. Go to hockey. I think they even show Montreal Canadiens specifically on that. Boom. Should get you there. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Definitely feels different watching live hockey in the summer. Not just that, just because there's no crowd there. So it kind of makes it a little different right there too. I didn't hear any swearing. But, yeah, and I had the sound up, so I didn't hear any swearing. Are we able to watch the game here? No. If everybody tuned in for that, I do apologize. I can't do that because that's copyright, and I will get that pulled quicker than we can even say, hi, we're talking hockey. It'll be gone because you can't do that. So, no, sorry about that. But I'm going to watch it here while we talk, and if anything happens, I can tell you what happened. That's the best I can do here. So, yeah, anybody that's live streaming like that, I don't know. You're better off to go, like I just said, sportsstatsme. Although, depending where you live, sometimes some countries don't allow you there. So, Vidam, I remember first time I came here, there was about 6 people watching. What an improvement in the last 6-7 months. No, I got to tell you, Vidam, you're seeing how many people are in the room? I haven't had that yet. It's because of the live stream. I imagine a bunch of people came in to see if I'm actually showing the game, which I'm not. That happens all the time. And it's hockey back. So I guess they're looking for people who are live streaming, and I'm doing that. So, but I imagine some people are coming in here hoping that they're going to actually see the game, and they're not. It's unfortunate, but yeah, 40 people in the room. I don't even remember the last time that happened. So it was pretty nice. I hope it stays around like that. It'd be nice. We'll have a nice conversation. NHL, you watched the Flyers and Penguins. I'm sure a lot of people, although I heard it wasn't really available in Canada, so I don't know if a lot of people in Canada trying to watch it on cable and all that. I don't think they were able to. So the way I watch it, it's not a problem. Yes, Matthias Blum, that's it, exactly. Type that in, just go there, and you'll see you'll be able to get in. At least that's where I am. Yeah, see, Wolverine's got a different site. I know you can also go to Sports Surge. That's the Reddit stuff. So you can go there and they'll have all the games, whatever game. And that's tonight. There's only one right now. But when the hockey's back, you'll have multiple games. You can go to Sports Surge and you can watch that there. I think here too you can watch multiple all the games here. So how about those Penguins not knowing who plays on our first line? We have a huge advantage. I don't feel like they are taking us as serious as they should. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by not knowing who's playing on our first line. I think we know. I think our lines are pretty set. I think, in my mind anyway, we'll see maybe a little differently once they're playing. But it seems to me, and from what I've heard from Claude Julien, that the lines are pretty set because Domi being on the fourth line is not. I mean, he is. He's going to be centering the fourth line. According to what I read from Julien, quote from him, so he wants well-balanced lines, all four lines. He wants good balance. And if he's going to have Domi on the fourth line, you're going to probably have better balance than if you had Evans there. So also it's because he's looking at it like this. First two games against Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh's the home team. Montreal does not get the last line change. So he's looking at it this way. They need to win. They don't have a lot of opportunity in a short 5-game series. They need to win one of those two games, if not both. And he wants to have the lines balanced so that no matter who they go up against, the line is going to be balanced out. That's what he's hoping will give them the best chance. So, and this I read, it's a quote from him. So I think that's what they're doing. And, you know, all through, like when Domi came in, he started on fifth line, worked to the fourth line, but he didn't go up from there. So maybe it is actually what's going to happen. Anyway, I've reported on it as that's how it is. I'm not able to watch it on the NHL app, but I was able to watch Penn's Flyers. Yeah, I think it's a little confusing where to watch these games, but for me, it's easy. I just go to one or two sites and I find it. From Vedum, I should finally get that membership or something. I feel bad asking all these stupid questions with bad English and annoying your life for free. No, I mean, don't even feel bad at all for that. I mean, listen, I'm not going to discourage you from taking a membership. I won't. But don't even have to worry about that. That's what I'm here for. That's, you know, and listen, if you're going to look at it like this, it's not really for free. If you watch my videos, you see the ads. The ads, I get paid for that. So you're watching, you know, kind of, you're sort of paying me. So, excuse me, I just got itchy right there. So you got to look at it like that way. But don't worry. But I mean, if you want to take a membership, absolutely, go ahead. I have no problem with that. But don't worry, you're not annoying my life for free. Zachary, go Leafs, go Leafs, go. Habs suck so much. Now Zachary is a Leafs fan, but he's a good guy. Don't worry about it. Nobody in the room take that in a bad way. That's friendly fooling, or that's like he's busting our chops. That's all it is. Denny St. Pierre, is this talk only or the game shown here? Yeah, this is talk only. Can't show the game on YouTube like that, or the channel will get pulled, and I don't want that to happen. So sorry if you came in for that. I do apologize, but I don't know of anybody that's actually showing the game like that. So, but you can go to there's websites all over. You can go actually watch the game that not on YouTube. And anybody that does, I know sometimes there's people that put it on YouTube. They don't last through. I've watched or tried to watch hockey games from somebody putting it up on YouTube, and it never lasts even through a full period. So, Let's see. Jackson Rember. I always want to say member because, I mean, you must get that. Jackson Rember. What site do I watch this game on? Sports, stats. Hang on. I'm going to write it. I'm going to show you guys. Give me a second. Is it? No. Oh, I almost gave it to you. No. Oh, that's going to be confusing. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, I'm going to talk while I do this. I just wrote the wrong thing. So sports, stats, me.net. Can't write today, seems like. Okay. S-P-O-R-T, that's not very well written, is it? S-P-O-R-T-S, S-T-A-T-S-M-E.net. And like I said, also Sports Surge, but I know Sports Surge depending on where you are. And same thing with Sports Stats. It might not work in your country, but you try it and see if it works. Let me see now. Sorry for that, but I'm currently not watching your vids because I have actually no time for it. So I'm not supporting you that way. Do I have it? Don't even worry. Venom, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's that's why you get more subscribers. Anyway, don't worry about it. Enjoy. Ask me all the questions you want. Enjoy. But hey, by all means, if you want to take the membership, I'm not going to discourage that. But listen, by all means, just stay here, enjoy, and ask questions. Wolverine, do you think the Habs, in terms of defense, is more gifted than the Leafs if Weber stays healthy? I think in terms of offense, I think the Leafs are more gifted. Well, yeah, the Leafs have a better offense without a doubt. I mean, that's if I want to say that Montreal's offense is better than the Leafs, it's not. But their offense spread through the lineup might be better balanced than the Leafs. That you might say. But as far as defense, I don't know that we're that much better, but we're definitely not worse than the Toronto on defense. Problem there is they got all their money up front, and they don't have the money to bring in quality defensemen all through that defensive lineup, right? So you've got some really good guys, and I'm really interested to see how Robertson's going to do. He's quality. And I just don't know defensively if he's a defensive defenseman. I don't think he is. So that's their big problem. They don't have the money to spend to get a good defensive defenseman, at least one in their lineup. And and it's going to be a problem for them going forward with all the money they're spending up front, especially with a flat cap. Okay, NHL hockey. Oh yeah, I should say give me your. Oh God, you know what? It's not for a puck tonight, so you can give it. I don't know. I'm going to write it down. We're not. It's an exhibition game, so we're not giving away a puck tonight. But Saturday is a different story. But everybody, chip in with what you think the score is going to be, and I love to find out who you guys think is going to score the first Habs goal, not the Leafs goal or necessarily the first goal of the game, but the first goal for Montreal. That's what I always like to find out. And let's see, what are my thoughts on Max Domi ripping it up on the fourth line as a way for the Habs to gain some offense? Well, I think that's what he's counting on, really, is that Domi is going to do a lot better as a fourth line center with these balanced lines than he will as a winger on. Hey, Venom, thanks a lot, buddy. Venom just became a member. All right. So like I say, he figures that he'll be a lot better off on the fourth line. I imagine, I don't know what kind of minutes he's going to get there because fourth line usually 12, 14 minutes. But yeah, I don't think he wouldn't be able to. I don't like his wingers really for that, right? Weiss and Wheel don't kind of make you think of big scoring, really. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I really don't. So we're going to have to find out. How do we watch? Bought NHL TV and says I don't have access in St. Louis. That's weird. You can go to sportsstatsme.net. That's where I'm watching it. You can try that. I'm going to remind everybody, there's a lot of people in the room. I'm not even used to this many people. It's going to go the scrolling. So if I don't answer a question or I don't see it, just retype it. It'll get to me eventually. Or you take a super chat or a super sticker or a membership. But I mean, for in this case, super chat, super sticker, and I will enter you into the draw for the skates. There's a contest for the skates that I just showed, but I want to enter them so I don't forget. All right. Sorry, guys. I forget how to do this. It's been so long since hockey. I forget how to. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do a review. I was like, oh, how do I do a review? And to top that all off, a preview, I should say. The preview is on the new boards. I've never done a preview on the boards before like that. So it was all new today. And this is my first review again in 4.5 months. It's a live stream. So, yeah, but we're going to have a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole game live stream, honestly, guys. We'll see how it goes. But I also would like to concentrate on the game. And I know I won't concentrate on much of it while we're doing live stream. So we'll see how we are after first period. Okay, let's get back to you guys here. Is the game on here? No, sorry, Timothy. I apologize. It is sort of, but I can't show it to you. If I show it to you, it's a copyright thing and can't do that. So sorry, but there are places online you can find them depending on where you live. Sports Stats Me, if you can remember that. SportsStatsMe.net. That's where I'm watching it. Depending on where you live, you can watch it there. Wolverine, 5-4 Habs, first goal from my boy Drew. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd love to see Drew. I've got KK or Suzuki. I kind of get the option of doing two because, first of all, if it's for winning, I don't win anything. That's number one. It's my channel. I can do what I want. But, I mean, you can give me two tonight. Doesn't really matter. But when we get to it where it's for a hockey puck, I'm going to always ask you to nail it down to one because that's fair to others. MJ, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in there. Let's see. Where was I? It just scrolled. It's really weird how the Habs are using the Leafs dressing room. Yeah, because they're the home team. That's the odd team. They're the home team tonight. The Habs. So Montreal has the last line change tonight. Oh, for the person looking for that, if you can read that, sportsstatsme.net. I know I didn't write it well. I hope that's going to help at least a bit. Every bit helps, buddy. And look, although for you to win the skates, you got to pay the shipping. You're too far away. Sorry, I can't help that. But you get an entry every time. And if you did want to, like, if you wanted to donate them to someone, you can do that too. But yeah, every bit helps. Thank you. And we're trying to get the membership growing. So we have membership live streams, members only. So we're trying to get that growing. So you're a new member in there. I don't know if the times are going to be great for you, but we'll see if we can work around it for you. Game starts at 8 o'clock. Yeah, so I figure in about 7 minutes we should see a puck drop somewhere around there. Maybe a little longer. I don't know what kind of ceremonies they're doing at the beginning. Probably Domi will get some time on the power play, I would think. I believe it, Domi, from what I understand, Domi's on second unit, or maybe first unit, I think on the right side, up front. I had some ideas, and I was going to do and I may still, for their power play, because they're rejigging the power play, we should see a new power play. It should be better. It shouldn't be all pass, look for Weber. It shouldn't be that from going forward. So let's hope for, fingers crossed. And yeah, from what I understand, he's going to be up front on, I think, the right side so that he can one time, because when you're a left-hand shot, you want to be on the right boards, because otherwise on the left boards, you're not going to get any one-timers. It's impossible. So, yeah. So, yeah, look for that. So I'm not sure if it was 8 or no. It's starting at 8. 8 o'clock start, but the puck drop won't be till 8:10, 8:15. Hey, Jeff's in the room. Jeff's got 3-1 Habs. Drew at first goal. All right, Jeff. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate that. I think Domi is going to score for the Habs. I guess I should tell you my score in case you didn't watch my preview. I said that I got KK or Suzuki. Yeah, I have it 6-5 Montreal in the shootout. I'm going for the whole works. We'll see if that comes true. I'm just assuming that, it didn't play out in the Pittsburgh exhibition game. They're kind of rusty, and I'll tell you, for me, watching that game, you can see the rust a little bit. You know, they're a little loosey-goosey, just a little bit. It's not as tight, obviously. So I figured there'd be some more scoring early on in the games, right? So I figured it could be high scoring. Montreal, Toronto, probably going to be high scoring. So I'm going 6-5 and over and shootout. Let's see now. Can't even skate properly, so wish luck to someone else. No problem. Hey, listen, it might be a reason to learn. Am I going to show the game? No, Jeremy. Sorry, cannot do that. That's copyright. Cannot do that. But I'm going to be watching it here while we talk. Anything big happens, I can tell you about it. But, yeah, I can't do that. But if you can read my writing, if you go there near North America, because I believe North America, I don't know outside, you can go to this sportsstatsme.net, and you can watch like I am. There are 2 other channels doing a live stream in my subscriptions. I think I will stay here. Well, MJ, I appreciate it, but obviously, oh, listen, we got another member, Jason Pennings. Thank you, Jason. Welcome to the membership. Awesome. I will enter you right now. But MJ, I don't want, listen, you know what? Sometimes you scroll back or go back and forth. Hey, that's always cool. No problem. But hey, I appreciate that you want to stay here. I hope I will entertain you. And I hope I won't be too loud for my neighbors. This is going to be weird or bad for them. It is summertime. I usually do hockey in the winter. Windows are closed. So I think I'm going to be broadcasting to some of my neighbors outside who are probably wondering, what the hell is that guy doing? Okay, so I'm going to scroll up just for a sec to see someone got a pick here. Tabby Ringham, I haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming in. Am I streaming it? No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Can't do that for copyright, but we'll be on for while the first period is on, maybe longer. She's thinking 3-1 Habs. Domi scores first. Awesome. I'd love to see Domi score first too. I've got Suzuki or KK, but I'd love to see Domi get it. NHL Hockey News says 6-5. Interesting. Too nice, Rick. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, I like that score. Makes it interesting, right down to the wire. Exciting. A typical Toronto-Montreal game, hopefully. Okay, I had scrolled. I didn't know. Anyways, I'd be so proud to have a grandpa like me. I'm not a grandpa yet. I'm old enough to be a young grandpa. I can't imagine my grandpa streaming and recording on the internet. It is cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am apparently about 20 years too old for YouTube. But you know what? I got a lot of the subscribers are my age or older. And I think some of the young guys are my biggest demographic is actually between 30 and 40, basically. I think because, I do some of the, now I do some of the old, I talked about the older days now. I didn't really at first, which is really a shock. It took me a while. Now I can pull it out of my head. But so I think, I'm not a grandpa yet. I'm not a grandpa yet. I got 3 kids that are old enough to have kids, but I don't have any grandkids on the way yet. My ex-wife wants grandkids so badly. So badly. I also want to make sure I got Dustin. Oh, it's 2 N's? No, I got it right. Jason Pennings. Jason, that makes me think of J.C. Penney in the States, the store. It starts at 8. I would imagine it's going to be starting any time. It's the first game. Maybe there's a lot more ceremony, and it might start a little later than that. 8:15 is what I would think. Max, I saw you there. Sorry, buddy. I know I didn't acknowledge you. I'm sorry. It's not easy doing this. Am I doing a post-game chat? That's a good question, but you know what? I've been out all day. I got to say I walked about 4 miles today. And I have a feeling by the time this live stream is over and I can get through the game and a review, I'm going to be dead. So, and not literally, just, and so I'll see. I'll see, but I kind of doubt it. Definitely miss seeing the Sportsnet NHL intro. It's been 4.5 months. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've got to tell you. It's like a full off season. When you think about it, your team doesn't make the playoffs. That's like a full off season. And we'd be starting, So this is my worry for Carey Price, by the way. I know I mentioned it in the video today. He has typically a slow start. So that's something that might actually work against us going into, have the right one, going into these qualifying round. It might actually not start fast, so we'll have to see. But I mean, for everybody who wants that good draft pick, it'll work for us. Tabby, yeah, you have a girl's avatar, so I'm assuming girl, but I appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. I believe that. I mean, just because they say I'm too old doesn't mean I can't do it. It's good. It takes me longer to get the subscribers and to get there, but hey, I'm getting there, and I'm having fun doing it, and I think that's all that really matters, right? And I'm hopefully creating a nice community here that can go for a long time. Jeremy Paquette, Calisse de Tabernac to resemble Jay Lantinage. I have a feeling that might be not a nice thing, but hey, if it's nice, that's cool. I don't know who Jay Lantinage is. It's that could be not a nice thing because I'm English and he's French. I don't know. You never know anymore. And I don't know if I've seen Jeremy Paquette here. We'll keep an eye. Do I have any mods here? Keep an eye on this man, please. And we'll see. If not, hey, welcome to the room. It's maybe just different mentality as it is in Slovakia. Older people here just don't understand what internet is, and they all still live in communism. You know, I'm sure it's somewhat like that, or somewhat that's the reason. But here too, there's a lot of people my age don't really conceive of what I'm doing. But hey, we all are who we are. Jason, Montreal is going to win for my birthday. It's your birthday. Oh, well. Hey, happy birthday to Jason, everybody. Happy birthday to Jason. He's a new member, and it's his birthday today. I dare ask how old you are. If you don't have to say if you don't want to. But I'm interested in how old you are. But hey, listen, if it's too old, yay, don't have to tell us. I'm 57. I don't mind saying, but I mean, I don't feel, I always say I'm old. I'm not really. But, it's a good excuse when you get away with, you use it for something, Starting now, doing a tribute to Eddie Shack at the moment. Actually, good idea. I may do that, but every time I do stuff like that, nobody watches it. So I put it in the News of the Day video, and I got to say to clear the track for Eddie Shack, because I'll never forget it. I think of Eddie Shack, that saying always pops into my head, probably always will. And I was very sad to see him die. He had passed away. He was battling throat cancer. So he was 83. He had a good long life. Still very sad to see him go. But at least he didn't. I don't think he suffered a long time. Or if he was suffering, at least he's not anymore. But I'll never forget Eddie Shack. That was a lot of government propaganda to begin the broadcast. Oh, that's what's going on there? Sorry, I'm paying attention to you guys. It's not hockey yet. I'm not paying attention. Unfortunately. Now I am looking and they're coming out. So that's pretty good. And I'm going to put it full screen so I'll be able to see these here. Oh, wait a second. Did we get another new member? Robert Dufour. Elite forward. Oh, my God. Wow. Thank you, buddy. So that's 3 new members. We're up to 8 members. And that's not a lot yet, but I haven't been running the membership that long. And thanks a lot, Robert. I appreciate that. Wow. Oh, so I owe you an emotional support hockey puck. I am actually currently trying to find pucks. So I have 3 of them I've got to send out. So as soon as I'm able to get some pucks, I'm hoping probably next week. I'm looking for a specific thing. And so I'll be sending that out. Thank you. And we'll be in touch you got a lot of stuff if you want that you can do with me. That's part of the package you just got. So yeah, we'll be in touch. So let me write you in you're also entered. Plus you guys, just to make sure you all know, all the memberships, this contest will be running for, I would think, 2-3 months. Every month you get an entry. So you got an even bigger chance to win. Okay, wow, I wasn't expecting all the memberships. Wow, thank you guys. Actually, something else that you guys just did for me that I want to just acknowledge that I'm very thankful for. Since I'm newly monetized, 6 months, I was trying to hit a goal. The end of the month is only a few days away, and I was really close to a number that I'd like to see because it kind of really blows away my last number. And you guys just put me well over that. And I just want to say thank you. Really appreciate that. And I'm not going to be I wouldn't lie to you guys and say that all goes right back into the channel. No, it doesn't all go right back into the channel, but it does go back into the channel. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be looking for the next thing after the, I'm going to do another contest, something to give away, maybe not tied to, you know, money coming into the channel, but a new contest. I'm going to put some of the money I'm going to get next month into. So that's where it goes. Okay, so I've not been paying attention to you. Hockey is on. It is 1-0 Toronto. I saw nothing. First shot, you just said. Okay. Maybe that's an omen for what I said, 6-5. This could be a big scoring game. So, yeah, don't worry. I'm probably going to only do the first. Oh, wrong mouse. I want to put the full screen. Oh, okay, full screen. So maybe I'll get a little bit of sound. That was fast. How many seconds was that? One shot, one goal. Two things. The high-scoring game, that's an omen that might be happening. And I said, Price is a slow starter. I don't know, maybe that's an omen to that. But one shot doesn't really mean anything. And it's an exhibition game. Doesn't really mean anything. Kelaj, gross shot. Are you talking about Jeremy, from the video that she's 20? 20 ans. She's old. So, yeah, listen, thank God for all this, because otherwise I think I would have been pretty depressed today. And I was so busy, I haven't had much chance. She's under the desk here with me. And, yeah, so thank God for that. Excuse me. MJ, I met Eddie Shack once about 15 years ago or so. He came to the small town I live in to referee a charity hockey game. He ref the game while talking on a microphone. What a character. Great guy. Yeah, apparently he was a really great guy and like a really nice guy, like his neighbors. I saw some stories on Twitter how he would do stuff for his neighbors. How, you know, he was just Eddie Shack. You know, and he's a hockey player. Even though he was a big star, hockey players tend not to be Hollywood-y type stars, you know what I mean? So no, without a big head. And yeah, he's apparently was a really great guy. Even though like I didn't like him as a player because he was always on other teams, but as a celebrity, as a hockey personality, I always liked Eddie Shack. He just seemed funny and he could always tell a good story and he was always in a good mood. It just seemed like a nice guy. Robert Four loves my enthusiasm for the Habs. No rush on the puck. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Hey, I've been a Habs fan for 50 years. I think it's 50 years this year, so I'm going on my 51st year. And yeah, I have lots of. I want to watch the game. I have lots of enthusiasm for this team. And you know, hockey's back. It's been a long time without any. You got to keep up that energy. And this is actually like it's real because hockey's back, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, so I appreciate that you like that, and there's a lot more to that to come, especially you're a member. So to remind the new members, there is a Wednesday members only live stream. So the community thing stuff there, I'm gonna put messages for when there's a members only thing. There's one that goes out just to the members. It'll be a message only you guys can see, and that's how you access any of the videos or the live streams is through that community thing. So as far as I know, that's how you access it. If there's other ways I didn't know about it and they don't say, they say that's how you get them to access it. So, oh, there's also exclusive videos. You might want to look up in the community, look for the links. And yeah, so that's what you get. It's part of what you get as members. So, and there should be a new members only video. Probably would have been one tomorrow, but I'm taking a day off, maybe two. I'm not sure, but if I take two, I'm probably still going to do a members only video on Thursday and get you guys. So I'm thinking of something. So I'm trying to work on that. Now that I got 3 new members, I better get the ball rolling on that. Okay, so I couldn't tell you what's going on in the game. It's 2-1 in shots. There's it's almost 5 minutes gone into the game. It's 1-0 for Toronto. The pace looks good. Oh. Who's number 15? Kerfoot. He just sort of grabbed Willette, I think is 61. Just sort of grabbed him, did that to him, and then let go. That's weird. Is that allowed? I wouldn't think so. So hard to get a taste for it yet, but I don't know if anybody out there is watching, but if you're watching, what do you guys think of the game so far? If you're watching it, the pace looks good is about all I can tell you. Montreal's in their zone right now. No power play or anything like that. There was a whistle. I'm surprised, something to say that I noticed in the other game too. We weren't sure contact and how what kind of contact there would be out there. It seems to be normal hockey contact, hitting, all that. So I don't know that the smaller players necessarily are going to get that much room, extra room, or that we were talking about. They'd have a little bit more space on the ice. It might not be, because I haven't noticed anything different as far as the players' contacts in each other. Jordan Wheel took a penalty. I was talking while they were explaining it, so slashing at 5:09. So we'll see how that goes here. Let's get back to you guys. There's a bunch of Jeff. There's a bunch of new angles because there's lots more space because there's nobody in the arena. So I have to admit, the one they just showed for the referee, I didn't like that. Looking above him, I didn't like that. That looked just a little weird, too COVID-y, because everybody now is live streaming from the house, and you get that kind of angle on a lot of people's cameras. That just looked too COVID-19-y, if that's the way of talking about it. I don't know. Oh, once again, since I'm thinking about it, I'm in a good mood, guys. This is the pair of skates, so I should put it to the camera. So you can just see there's a scuff mark here, but I mean they're barely used. They're barely used. Beautiful pair of skates. And Bauer Supreme, my favorite. Bauer are the best. For me, now I know there's other good skates out there. Don't have to beat me up on that. But for me, Bauer, I've always loved Bauer. Supremes are great. I always wanted Black Panthers, never got them. But yeah, I think actually one time in my life I might have owned a pair of Bauer Supremes, but I would remember that, I think. The other big skate of the day for me was CCM, the tax, junior tax. They were the expensive skate of the day, but even to today's prices, they weren't expensive when I was a kid. But I never had a pair of tax. I might have owned a pair of CCMs once or twice, a pair of Daouz once or twice. But when I got older and I was buying my own skates, I never bought anything other than Bauer. I even had a pair of Lang boots. Although I'm not sure they were Lang. They might have been Bauer, but I had a pair of the boots, the molded boots once for one season. I got to say I didn't really like them that much. They were a little bit rigid. If you're a person though that has trouble staying up on off your ankles, so if you're on your ankles a lot, the boots really do help. But that was never a problem for me to stay strong on my ankles. Okay, let's get back to you guys. I think we're all watching because there's not a lot of new comments. Okay, but that's cool because the game is on and that's important. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably go right up to the start of the second period, but I think I'm going to watch the second and third period because I'm not going to see hockey, and you guys can understand. I want to see some hockey. Tiger Cars Inc. I haven't seen that one before. Awesome. I love these interesting names, man. There's some names, very interesting names. Morgan, you may want to change your future YouTube titles. A little misleading. People think they can watch the live stream here. It probably accounts for the 7 downloads already. You know what? It's not that. Nobody, if you're live streaming like that, like I'm doing, we're talking and all that, and you're actually live streaming, first of all, your stream's not going to stay up long. Everybody else that I know that live streams the way I do, this is how you post it. The fact that people are forgetting that that's how it is, or they're new to it, this is how you learn. The downvotes don't bother me. The downvotes are just as good actually as the up. And I don't mean that I don't like them, but as far as what the upvotes, because giving a thumbs up, sure, it shows you like it. I prefer the length of time you watch it to show that you like it. That shows more. but they trigger the algorithm, but so do the downvotes. So if they're upvotes or downvotes, it triggers the algorithm. So if a person's unhappy, that's what it is. I can't help it. It's not, you only have so much space on a title anyway to put it in, and it doesn't work by you saying, oh, but you can't, whatever. If a person comes in and it was wrong, they misunderstood, I'm sorry, I apologize, but there's not much I can do about it. Eddie Shack couldn't read? I did not know that. Well, you know what, Morgan? I did not know that till I just read that. So I can read, but I did not know that. Well, Jacques Demers couldn't. Jacques Demers was illiterate, like pretty much up until the last 10 years of his life, maybe 15. But I didn't know that about Eddie Shack. Don't forget, though, a lot of these guys, when they're hockey, they were pushed through. School wasn't important and all that kind of, not like it is today. So it's possible, I guess. Wheel got a penalty for a weak slash against Toronto. Not surprised. I am an American, but I'm a dual citizen, and it's not that I'm dual citizen. My parents, both born and raised here, that happened to be living. My dad was working for somebody in the States when I was born. So automatically, when you're born to Canadian parents, you're automatically you're also a Canadian citizen. So I am, and I've been here my whole life. 4.5 years there, the rest here. Yeah, I know it's sacrilege. What are you gonna do? Do you know Poughkeepsie, New York at all? Because just that's a sacrilege. Not a great town, but it's an IBM town. My dad was working for IBM at the time. Minecraft Gaming Studios. All right, Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. Go Leaves. I like the way you wrote it, Leaves. That's cool. Hey, listen, if you're a Leafs fan, that's fine. Just remember, we're civil to each other, as I am to you, but I expect it back too. But awesome if you're here and you're going to want to stay and enjoy the time. I definitely appreciate that. Polar pause. No, I can't do that, buddy. I can't show the game. But depending where you are, hang on, let me see if I got it. I'll hold it up for you guys. What did I do that? I didn't throw it out, did I? What did I do with my... I know you guys don't know what I did with it, obviously. I had it written out. SportsStatsMe.net. That's where I'm watching it. So that helps. SportsStatsMe.net. All one word, except the .net. Well, yeah, all one. And yeah, see if you can get it there, depending where you live. But it works for me. Owning the Beast. He can't. Owning the Beast, you're just saying he can't because I can't show the live stream. I really can't. Mention chat. Rest in peace. Are we talking about Eddie Shack or my live stream? Ron McLean mentioned Eddie Shack couldn't read. Oh, yeah, no, I believe it. I definitely believe, I would imagine probably more players and more people, more hockey people from that era probably couldn't read that we never found out about, So it doesn't surprise me, but it's something I'd never heard. I'm surprised that Matthews didn't grow a playoff beard, still has his playoff mustache. Yeah, not my favorite look. Galaxy. When is the match? Oh, it's on now. It is 10 minutes and almost 30 seconds into the first period. So, which means we got the rest of that period. Plus, I'll go through the intermission when the second period's about to start. These are my notes. Look at the notes I've taken for the review. The review's not going to be very good for the first period, but it doesn't matter. But yeah. We'll go right up until the start of the second. Yeah, I don't like this view of the ref, whatever he's doing there. It's too high. I don't like that. I'm not used to it, I guess. Where can we watch this? Can't find it anywhere. Again, I'm just going to write it out a little bit better. Let's see. I don't have any of my markers here. What have I got here? Yes. Do. Just give me a sec, guys. Now we got it. And girls, sorry, I don't know if there's still any girls in the room. It's a habit, eh? I think girls today understand. When we say guys, we don't necessarily mean guys. We just mean person that's there. That is where I'm watching it. I don't know if that comes across. For me on the on the camera, I'm looking at it backwards, but sportsstatsme.net. That is where I'm watching it. So I'll keep this here for the rest of the. Okay, let me get back to your comments. I'll just remind again because we're getting in. If you want me to see something and I'm missing it, just keep typing it till I see it, or you can take a super chat or a super sticker. Although the super sticker, I don't know if you can, put your message, but a super chat, you can put whatever you want. It's highlighted. I definitely see it. Plus, I know I'm a good salesman. Eh? You get entered in the draw for the skates. So this is a size 7.5 pair of Bauer Supremes. I know they're a little small, but they're great for a young adult or a person with a small foot. And they're in great shape because they're barely used. And yeah, we're giving that away. Every donation gets an entry. And if it's somebody, I'm not saying to give me that much, but if anybody's giving over $10, so for every $10 you get an entry. So if you're giving like 20, you get 2 entries. That's how it works. So yeah, so I don't know why I said that. So we're getting back to you guys. When's the earliest we see Romanov or Caulfield in a Habs jersey? Well, Romanov I can answer because that will be next season. So don't worry. He's just not allowed. He wasn't allowed at Phase 4. Otherwise, no, we would be seeing Romanov probably, maybe not playing because he didn't get any. He wouldn't have had any training camp. He's just finishing his quarantine, almost. So, but start of training camp next season, Romanov's there. Now, Caulfield is actually interesting and I'm glad you brought that up because considering what's happening with college and junior leagues and stuff like that, we don't know, maybe because college is going to start late or not even have games next year, maybe he decides to turn pro. Will we see him with the Habs right away? I don't think so. I think he spends at least a year in the AHL. I really do. And I'm saying 22, 23, the year of 2022, 2023 is when I first expect to see Caulfield in a Habs uniform. Possibly the year before, but I'm not sure about the year before. But that's my but Romanov next season, absolutely. So I know that's a lot of words to say what I could have said in like 10 words, but I mean that's why I have a channel where I talk a lot because when I get going, I like to talk. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's the way it is. I will show you polar pause. Sports stats me.net. But if you type that in, the .net will come up. But that's it. Sports stats me. So hopefully you get that. Where was I? Caulfield is a great addition. He's going to be a great addition. He will be great to watch. Hey Sal, thanks for coming in. I think so. I'd love to see him. Okay, imagine we get Lafreniere. So you got Lafreniere, Suzuki, Caulfield. Poof, that would be awesome. And they might not even. You might not see that because maybe they'd want to spread the talent around. But I can see, wow, that would be awesome. So yeah, that's Caulfield. I think potentially is a great talent, like really. Roadside Jeff is here. Jeff Scarecrow. I don't remember now how I say it. How's it going, buddy? It has been a while. Glad to see you in though. How you doing? I hope you've been well through all this. Because I don't know when the last time I saw you in here, but good to have you back in. Had a good time too. Although, we're probably about the last half hour of the live stream, but at a good time. Hockey's back. It's awesome. Just finished a rehearsal with the band. First time since February. Oh, that's true, eh? I guess you guys couldn't. I don't know. I guess you guys couldn't really do a lot of. Wow, yeah. Oh, you guys must have been rusty. No, probably playing alone together, but rusty together. I mean, playing alone. And now, yeah, you guys get what I mean? I hope so. I don't get sometimes what I mean. Sal, no problem. I hope it works for you. I'm not sure where you live, but sometimes depending where you live, it might not work, but it works for me here. And I believe in North America mostly, but it might not. West Coast, East Coast, I'm not 100% sure. Love that Montreal's wearing their colored jerseys in Toronto. I wish those were the away jerseys, even though I was not born at that time. Me too, buddy. I wish those were the away jerseys, but they're the home team for the game tonight, oddly enough, right? They're the home team. That's why they're in the red, and they get the final line change. So if you're wondering what that might be about, that's what that is about. Oh, well, sorry. I can't help that, Sal. Maybe it's a Canadian thing that we call everybody guys. It might be a Canadian thing, actually. And, yeah, I hope the link works for you. And I probably read that twice and didn't actually get what you wrote there fully. Okay, so in saying that, I will I'm getting a lot of stuff and rewrite. Now I'm at the end. I need more questions and more things. So in that end, it gives me a chance to watch a little bit of the game. Because I think this is only the 6 minutes left. It's only the second time I'm really putting eyes on this. I'm really curious. I want to see KK, how he's playing, and Suzuki, and I haven't gotten even a glimpse. I guess this is Domi's line out there because I see Weiss. So Fleury is playing with Kulak. Now that's a little surprise. I'm a little surprised there that Kulak is on. Oh no, I shouldn't be. It's his first. It's his first week back, so he's a little behind me, behind everybody. So no, I'm not surprised to see him here. I'm hoping that by Saturday he's more up to speed, and he's going to be playing with Petrie on the second pairing, and Mete on the third with Fleury or Juleson. Oh boy, I was thirsty there. Bit concerned about the defense. Yeah, well, defense is a concern for them. They were not set anywhere except first pairing, really. First pairing is the only pairing set on defense. And, yeah, the only good thing here in this game, so the other team as well has got a concerning defense. But I think that defense could be like the defense could really make Carey Price's job a lot harder. And listen, special teams. So the penalty kill is going to have to be a little bit better. Although surprisingly, I was watching Scotty's video, and he was giving the breakdown that Montreal's penalty kill, which I believe was 78.7, was only like less than 2% off of the league average, which that kind of surprised me. I didn't realize the league average was that low. And their power play was like 3-point-something% off. But which power play? Because I think their road power play was really good, was in the 20s, was amongst the league leaders. And it's the home power play that totally sucked the bag. Okay, so now all the comments coming in. I got a bunch just now. Let me just see now. The power play looked awful entering the zone still. Okay, since I haven't really been able to concentrate, is it a new look at least on the power play? The guys on there where they're setting up, they're not looking at Weber all the time. When I guess second unit, Weber is second unit. What button do you push to watch the game? Oh, are you on sport? You look at hockey? I did hockey, and then it gave the teams that I wanted. I just clicked on the Canadiens logo, and I got to here. I think it was that simple. Hockey, Canadiens, I got right here. It's been working fine since. Just 33 seconds in. Yeah, I didn't even see it. I was still talking. Game had started, hadn't realized it. Looked over, 1-0. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding? Like, really? I don't know. I didn't see the goal. I didn't see the replay. I have zero freaking idea that goal. I'm gonna have to wait and see it to do my review. I'm gonna have to wait and see it after. Pre-Waggy Boy. Okay, is it Pre-Waggy Boy? I don't know why I said Pre-Waggy Boy. Who's my favorite Oilers player? Since I gotta say, well, they've got two guys I like there. One is the obvious. I think it's the obvious. Is McDavid. I just think McDavid, when I see his highlights, I shake my head. And he's so fun to watch because you never know what he's going to do. And he's capable of anything. And the other guy I like there who's not really fitting in is a guy that maybe if he doesn't fit in there, we might end up with him. And that's Andreas Athanasiou. So the star. And I like the new acquisition. But I don't know if he's going to fit in there. It doesn't seem like he has so far. So maybe he comes over here. I would like to see Athanasiou here. Fast skater. He could fit in with our speed. I don't know if he'll fit in with the lines, but I'd like to see it. So yeah, who's your favorite player there? I imagine, considering your avatar is I think that might be McDavid. And no, it's not because of the obvious. By the way, McDavid or Draisaitl. I really like McDavid. You never know what kind of a move could come out of that guy. And the Jets go on, and he's unstoppable. And I love to see that kind of hockey and that kind of talent. Goalie girls, no look for Weber. Yeah, they promise it's going to be a changed power play. It's not all pass, look for Weber. Pass, look for Weber. It's supposed to not be. How many power plays have there been how many power plays have they had? I haven't even seen one. So KK and Tatar look good. Are they playing? They're not playing together. Is Tatar and KK's line? But I'm glad to say I'm glad they look good. I expect Tatar. I don't think Tatar. I mean, he's a veteran. I don't expect him to be looking any like. What is I'm trying to say? I kind of hope he's going to look exactly as the way he was when the play stopped. KK, on the other hand, yeah, they said he's looking really good. And, I'm hoping he just keeps that up. I have this. I said it in a video. I don't think KK goes back to the AHL possibly from here. If he's ready now, this would be when he would be coming up and being ready at that age that he is now. And so I kind of expect maybe he doesn't go back to the AHL. Because if he's looking good here through whatever games they play, I think maybe that little short stint in the AHL could have been just what he needed. And I know I spelled JT's last name wrong. Okay, wait, who's JT now? John Tavares? Who's JT? That's the only JT I know is on the other team. Oh, no, wait, JT. No, why am I saying JT's not on Montreal? Jonathan Drew has not a T. Okay, talking to myself, sorry. Pre-Waggy Boy. I'm an Oilers fan, and Connor is my favorite player, but Sidney Crosby will be the best till he. You think? Oh no! Yeah, I'm sorry. My head went somewhere else on a different player. Yeah, someone actually asked me that question if I still think Sidney Crosby is the best player in the league, and I said I do. I think he is, at least this year, and I have a feeling another season. He's just that kind of a talent where he's got that drive and that he's just the best. And after him, it should be Connor. Yeah, I agree with that. Kaufman, score! What, did they score? No, it's 1-0. 33 seconds into the game. So if you missed it, so did I, and I got the game on over here. Wolverine, I love McDavid and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Yeah, I mean, Nugent-Hopkins is a great player, too, and so many rumors about him coming here. I can't see them getting rid of him. I mean, he fits in very well over there, I think, anyway. 1-0 Leafs. Okay, we know that. Tom Embro. Is there a live stream to watch the game? I'm going to show it to you. Sports Stats Me.net. sportstatsme.net. That's where I'm watching it. Depending where you live, so I can't guarantee, but I know depending where you live, that works really, and it's a really good site for it too. Roadside, Sidney Crosby, future premier of. You think so? You think he'll want to get into politics when he retires? Has he said anything like that? I've never heard anything like that. But I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Wolverine, and remember when the Habs traded Brandon Prust for Zach Kassian, but Kassian never played a game for the Habs. Nope. Too much time spent with Galchenyuk and some girls of possibly ill repute in a car. Didn't have an accident, and they were drinking. It was not good. T-Sco, who scored? That's a good question. I don't know. Somebody on the channel want to answer who scored? Because I did not see it, and it's hard I have a problem if I'm live streaming. I don't really watch the game. Too much to do here, so I don't really know. Riley Plank, do I think the Habs are going to beat the Penguins? Well, okay. Yeah, I'll answer it, but I could say go watch my video where I actually answer it. It's a bombshell, but since you're a nice guy, I'm going to answer it right here. When I was doing my video for the predictions for the Eastern Conference Series, my gut was just telling me, because I've been saying Pittsburgh. I really think Pittsburgh. I don't see how we're going to beat Pittsburgh. My gut was telling me the whole time Montreal. So I went with my gut in the video, and I took Montreal in 5. I don't really want it though. That's not where my head wants. My head does not want Montreal in 5. Doesn't want Montreal because I don't think Montreal could win the cup here. So I don't want them to ruin the draft pick and their shot at Lafreniere. That's where I'm looking at. So, yeah. So that's where I picked. I picked Montreal. But my head says, and everything points to the fact that Pittsburgh should win. But I've seen it before. We know that they've done this before. Montreal's beaten them when they shouldn't have. And I've seen Montreal do it before. I've seen other teams do it. It just, to me, my gut is saying they're not supposed to. That's when they're going to do it. So we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Hello, Rick. Do you hope they lose against me? Yes, that's what I was just saying. That's what I was just saying, Kevin. I hope it's okay. My head, who is not the fan. My head is not the fan. My head hopes they lose to hopefully get Lafreniere, and if not, the number 9 pick. My heart, which is the fan right here, that's where see, although the heart is supposed to be over, but see, I can put it here. My heart, no, it is where my heart is supposed to be. Oh, I'm sorry, what am I talking about? I've got it reversed here. Okay, that's just a brain fart. My heart says, yeah, I want them to win. I want them to go all the way. Go. But we'll see which one wins out. And believe me, it's not gonna. That's not what's gonna make it happen. It's how they play is gonna make it happen. But yeah, I don't know. If I really felt really strong, they could win the cup. Then I'm going for it all the way because you can't look back and say, oh, let's get the pick. If they have a chance to win the cup, a really good one, you got to go for it. You got to, because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities like that. But I don't see it here. I don't see that opportunity is here, and therefore I don't want it to happen. That they ruin that, the pick. So yeah, I'm saying it too many times, but that's how it is. It's a joke, but hey, Crosby might get into politics. Yeah, I doubt it, but you never know. Crosby and McDavid are definitely generational talents. Yes, they definitely are. Ovechkin, I would argue, is a generational scorer because Sid and Connor are better all-around players. Personally prefer Malkin over Ovi. And it's funny because I've never been a huge Ovi fan, but not ever going to downplay his talent. That's for sure. But I've never been a big Ovi fan. I've never really been a big Malkin fan either for some reason. But Sid the Kid, definitely loves Sid the Kid. How could you not? How could you not? He doesn't really give you a reason to not like him. So he's very likable. He's got talent just pouring out of his butthole. And yeah. But never been a Malkin or Ovi fan in particular. Mario gave his skill to Crosby, and now Crosby is giving his skill to Connor. And listen, it's like in the Habs, it's that the torch from failing hands, we pass the torch, and that is what that's all about. And that's more of a league thing, but yeah, the great players pass the torch to the next great players. It's how she works. Okay, roadside, I'm not sure what no one knows. It's a lot to follow. I lose my place sometimes, so I apologize. I'm not sure why you said that. Oh, this is cool. I'm a fan of the Bomber 81. Check him out. Can I show you? Not sure what you want me to show you. I know there's one thing in particular. If you're asking, no, I will not show you that. I can guarantee you that. Do you mean this? I'm not sure if that's what you mean. That's Sports Stats Me. That's where I'm watching. Mark Kaufman, I think it's win-win. If we lose the series, we have a shot at first. If not, we get ninth, and that's where we finish. We don't get screwed like most teams. And, it's not, even if they, say they beat Pittsburgh, and maybe they even go to the next series, at some point they lose and they don't make it to the Cup. That's not a total loss either, because this is really, really good experience for these players. It's a really young team. I wanted to show... Oh, geez, okay. I had to scroll down. If I missed a comment, just retype it. I'll get to it. And good experience. So it's good experience for these young players. Either way, no matter how you look at it, it's good experience. It's a win-win-win all the way around, no matter how it works out in the long run. But for me, a bigger win would be that ninth pick or Lafreniere. Joe Sakic, Lindros, and those players didn't have the same separation from the group Gretzky and Mario had. We didn't see that again until Ovi and Crosby came into the league. This is very true. This is very true. But to me, I wouldn't. Okay, Joe Sakic, great player, love the guy. I wouldn't call him a generational player. That's an elite player, maybe even a franchise player, not generational. Lindros, maybe for me, if he would have had a longer career, not all the concussions, definitely could have been a generational player, and he probably would have been, but he's definitely a franchise and elite and all that, definitely for Lindros. So I think that's the difference there is Gretzky and Mario, generational players. Anybody argues that, never watched them play or doesn't know hockey. That's all I can say. So I think that might be the difference there, and that's why they were able to have such separation in the league, because they were that much better, actually, than Sakic and Lindros were to the rest of the league that they played in. He's a crybaby. They say that, and then he talks a lot, and maybe doesn't take away that he's a talented hockey player and one of the best players to ever play the game. Not saying he's the best, Crosby, but he's up there in the top players. And is he a crybaby? I don't know. But it doesn't change the fact that he's a talented hockey player. My God, I realized how much weight I put on my face. I got to get rid of this COVID weight. I don't know how. Oh, God. Can I hide that? There. I'm going to do like the women in Hollywood and be a scarf. Anyways, it's me. Hey, Wolf Beans, that turd. All right. I always say it like that, and it sounds like I'm saying you're a turd, and I don't know why. It's Wolf Beans because you say da. So I want to say turd, like third, how the French people say it sometimes, and maybe that's not a good way to do it. So Wolf Beans the third, and that just sounds too formal, is in the room. Hey, buddy. You already know, and you already know is here. We look pretty bad out there. We need Laffy. Well, listen, first of all, it's an exhibition. They did not have a full camp. They had a full off season in length of time, and without even the ability for most of them to even skate where they can do that in most off seasons, right? So I expect it's going to look a little bad, kind of, again, why I'm calling for a 6-5 in the shootout, 6-5 Montreal in the shootout, because I think there might be a lot of scoring. So far, there isn't. First period's not doing me any favors for that, but we'll see. It's still 2 more periods to go. and he's a 3-time Cup champion and a 2-time gold medal winner. No, he's a great hockey player. He's a great hockey player. He's proven it over and over. He doesn't have to answer to anybody about his greatness. And yeah, I don't. And I'd love to see him finish his career here for the last season. Maybe his contract is up in, I want to say, another 6 years, and he'll only be maybe, I think it's 37 or 38. So you never know. He might want to suit up for the Habs for one last go round. I know he loves the Habs, grew up a Habs fan. His father was a Habs fan. His father got drafted by the Habs as a goalie, never did anything in Montreal. But so he loves the Habs, and I hope that would one day, just one day happen. Even though he'll be old and he won't really be Sidney Crosby, it'll still be cool to see Crosby in a Habs uniform. Okay, I did the scrolling thing again, but now I'm down at the bottom. Wolverine, to be honest, I respect OV and happy he has a cup. But every time he scores like 5 or 4 goals against the Habs, kind of agitates me. That's okay. You can respect the guy and be agitated when he scores against you. That's fine. Roadside Jeff, he's Nova Scotia's hero. He certainly is Canada's hero. He's a true Canadian hockey hero. I mean, I won't call him like a hero. He didn't fight a war. He didn't save anybody from being killed. I mean, he's not that type of a hero, but he's a hockey hero in Canada. And he's a true Canadian hockey hero. Whether you like him or not, can't take it away from him. I did not know Armia is fast. Oh, Armia's not bad for a skater. Armia's got a good all-around game. Armia's a really good hockey player. Defensively, offensively, he's got a full game, and he can keep up with everybody. Well, either Crosby or Joe Plaskett. Joe Plaskett, I don't know. Any updates on how Romanov is doing? He's quarantining because he's in Canada. He came from outside. He's fine. He's here in Montreal, though. He'll be heading to Toronto once he's cleared the quarantine, and he'll be heading into the hub with the team. So, but he's healthy. There's nothing wrong with him. To be honest, I didn't get a chance to read it, so sorry. Oilers might make Cup this year. Yeah, I think the Oilers. Listen, I think the Oilers have McDavid, Draisaitl. They have the talent. They could literally pull this damn team along by the bootstraps and almost do it themselves. Well, you can't really do it themselves, but I mean, they don't need a lot of help around them. So I think, yeah, you can see a really good showing here for Edmonton, possibly. Crosby got mugged by shit players when he came in and outlasted every one of them. And that's why he was known as a crybaby, because of exactly that. He got mugged by shit players when he first started out, and he was a crybaby because it wasn't fair. And now things have changed, and he doesn't cry like that, like they say, anymore, because the rules have changed, and properly so, because they were mugging players before. It was insane. Clutch and grab, and it took away from the talent and the skill. Crosby changed the game and the way guys trained. Without Crosby, you don't have the players we have in the league. I believe that. I think Crosby is a great player. Well-deserved of that title, and yeah, no one can take it away from him. Whoa. Drouin's looking good. I saw from all the highlights, every time I saw a highlight, the guy looks great. I haven't seen anything of the game, so I can't tell you. But he's looking great in camp, I know that. Fully healed, fully recovered. So maybe that's the best thing, that this layoff for him, he got to fully recover. When he came back from his injuries during this past season, he wasn't fully recovered, and he never looked properly comfortable out there. He was afraid of hurting himself and that kind of stuff. So, love a player who can haul ass. Yeah, well, Montreal's got a good, fast team. I like that. Me too. I like the speed of the game, and I like fast players. Mark did a sledge hockey commercial with Crosby. Absolute nice guy. Signed all our helmets. Oh, are you a sledge hockey player? Awesome, buddy. So are you in one of those commercials? I think I remember that commercial. Literally, are you in that? Awesome. Hey, everybody. Mark is like, Mark's been on real TV, not on YouTube like me. Awesome. I'm pretty sure I remember that commercial. That is something. That is something. Awesome, buddy. So you play? Does that mean was he playing with like the national sledge team? Are you a player for the national sledge hockey team? Crosby came back to Nova Scotia with the cup in 2016. I was there with my kid, and as Crosby left, I shouted out, "Join the Habs!" Awesome. I honestly do think it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility he might ink a one-year deal to close out his career in Montreal. If Crosby does sign with the Habs for the one last season, I don't think Penguins fans would. I don't think they'd be mad, considering everything he's done for the Pens. And look, at the time when that'll happen, he'll be old. He won't be contributing the way that he is supposed to or did. And I agree with you. I don't think they'd be mad at him at all. Wolf Beans. Jeff Petrie just admitted that the whole wasn't up to play. That the whole team. Oh, no. But how could they be, right? How could they be? How could they be? They didn't have enough time. 2 weeks. It was literally 2 weeks of training camp after a 4.5-month layoff. No way that's enough. So the first, these exhibition games are necessary because they need a little bit of real hockey against an opponent before they go into a freaking playoff. But the first few games of the playoff, and maybe even this whole first qualifying round, might not be as good as it could be, and that could make it even weirder and weird hockey, and things might just different and stuff we're not used to seeing because of that fact that they're not 100% yet. And the bad thing for that, though, got to watch out for injury, because when they're not in full shape and fully hockey ready, that's when you're looking for trouble. So I'm just worried about that, about the possibility of some injuries. Here's the guys who need the cup. Jumbo Joe, not getting it this year. Carey Price, PK Subban, not getting it this year. Nathan McKinnon, definitely. Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos. Stamkos needs it. He doesn't do well in the playoffs lately, or at all. He needs a good showing. Eric Carlson, yep. Panarin's still young enough that he's got plenty of time, but I'm not saying he doesn't need it yet, but he doesn't need it yet. He's young. Shea Weber, yep. And Connor McDavid. And you know what? I could say the same thing about McDavid, that he's young, but I'm not going to. And why? Because Connor McDavid is a generational player. A generational player, to really fully be considered a generational player, needs to win a cup or more. So McDavid really needs a cup win, more so than some of those other guys. So definitely, you're right on when you put McDavid there. But I think Panarin's got time. I don't think there's any rush for him. Not that he would turn it down, but Connor McDavid needs one ASAP as soon as he can get one, because he needs more than one under his belt to really, really, really be considered as one of those best players ever. Roadside, I don't know if he heard me. We'll find out in 5 years. Well, there you go. I hope he heard you. Crosby chased assholes like Chris Pronger, Scott Stevens, and Sean Avery out of the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. And quite frankly, I was not a fan of any of those. And I also could say, I hate Sean Avery. Kevin, thank you so much, buddy. It's well appreciated. Thank you so much. I'm not sure why. I know Kevin's a longtime subscriber. I'm quite sure he's not calling me shit, but I think he just wants to be noticed. Do appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, anybody worried? Kevin is a longtime subscriber. I'm not worried about what he means by that. Connor Stratton, Giroux needs a cup. Looks like I'm going longer than I thought, eh? Giroux needs a cup. Yeah, game is back on. I mean, oh well, it's an exhibition game. I'll be able to watch some, whatever. We'll go a little bit longer. I'm having a lot of fun, so I don't want to stop. But I figure another 10, 15 minutes, and that way I get to see some of the second period. Giroux needs a cup. Giroux's a guy you could say needs a cup, yeah. And you know what? Giroux's got a good chance this year. Flyers are legit this year. Mark, yes, I was in it. I scored in our game, and well, with pass from Claude Giroux, also in the game. Wow. Scott Hartnell, Nathan McKinnon, Ryan Miller, Logan Couture. And no, it was my sledge team. I never made to national. Awesome, though. Still, wow, what a freaking experience that is. I'd love to meet any of those guys. You were in a commercial with them. Awesome. Hey, listen, congrats on that happening. And hey, when you're back out on the ice, go your team's name. Go, because I don't know your team's name. Awesome. And keep me posted on that. I'm really interested in that. And that's retracted. Use code Liddy Lewis. That's an interesting freaking name, buddy. Put black glasses so with the reflection we can see the screen. Except it's over here. I'm looking here. It's over here. So, but you know, and you know what? You say that, and that could actually get flagged. That could be a copyright if I did that. That's how the NHL, you don't mess with the NHL. That's why I don't do it. I don't mess with the NHL. I don't want my channel under the scrutiny of the NHL for any reason. And by showing that, it would. So, Renee Cruz, her Flyers won. Awesome. Yeah, I saw some of that game. Flyers look good. I just said Flyers are legit. They're legit. You know, coach makes a big difference. And I think Vigneault's an awesome coach. And you know what? If the Flyers win the cup, imagine it's kind of like when we won our last cup. Demers came in and he said, "We're going to win the cup, boys," and they did. And Vigneault, he didn't say exactly that, but he said his goal was to go there and win the cup, and he believes he's going to win the cup with Philadelphia. If he wins the cup this year, like, awesome. That's what a prediction. So, yeah, hey, all the best to the Flyers. Hey, Nate Thompson's on there. We love Nate Thompson here. Pre-Waggy Boy, Carey Price is my favorite goalie. I want him to win a cup. So do I. I really do want him to win a cup. And, of course, I want to see the 25th cup, hopefully before I die. I mean, hopefully I got 20 years for that or more, but I'd like to see another cup. It'd be really nice. Before rules, is the game back? It is on. It's less than a minute into the second period. Is Price a Hall of Famer? You know, it's questionable without a cup. If he wins a cup, yes. If he doesn't, I'm not so sure. Like it's gonna be hard for him to get in without a cup, I think. Taylor Hall is not worth where he was picked or the money he wants, but he's a good player. That was overhyped, and that's not his fault. Very true, because he was a first-round pick. And apparently, I read somewhere today, he was offered a 5-year contract by Coyotes at $7.5 million per, and he was looking for 8 or 9. So, but it isn't his fault that he's overhyped, but he is overhyped. Wait, are we watching the game from this live stream or not? Oh, well, if you're in for that, I'm sorry, buddy. Can't do that. That's copyright restrictions. Cannot do that. So we can talk all about it, but I can't really watch it because I'm talking too much here. So no. And yeah, it's not really misleading because everybody who live streams, we don't show it, but that's what we put. We're live streaming the first period because we are. First period's on. We're talking about it, and I'm live streaming. It's not a lie. Someone pointed it out before that it might be it's clickbaity, but it's not. It's not. Everybody else does that. But sorry, no live stream. But listen, if you're still here, you go to this place here, sportsstatsme.net. Depending where you live, I'm in Montreal, and I'm able to watch it there. I'm watching it there. Renee, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's the way it should be. And you know what? I wasn't sure because she just said, I'm actually going to read what she said because that's worth it. She said, good luck to your team, sir. I don't even trash talk and always show good sportsmanship to my opponents. Go Flyers. Awesome. And this is what the difference is of the new Flyers. I grew up with the Flyers of the 70s, which were the Broad Street Bullies, and I just didn't like that style. I don't like the Flyers. And I didn't know until this past season where one of my subscribers pointed out to me that the Flyers are no longer that type of a team, and as such, their fans aren't nearly like they were and wanting to kill you, because it's not the city of brotherly love when it comes to hockey and Flyers fans. And yeah, so I appreciate that, and I just want to say, if you haven't already, I'd appreciate the subscribe, but it's not necessary. But come back for more live streams when we have live streams. First of all, girl in the room. We don't get a lot of girls in the room. And from another fan base, I always like that, especially when you're someone who's civil like that. So let's go on to Wolverine. I think Taylor Hall deserves a cup. I do think he's overrated and at least deserves to be in a contender playing under the shadow of someone else. See, this is something that's a good point. Taylor Hall should not be the guy that he's your guy. You know, it's funny because Kessel's playing there with him right now, right? Kessel had the same problem. He's not the guy that should be the guy, the dude. He shouldn't be that, and neither should Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall is complementary to the dude, and that's the big problem, I think. And people look at him as too much as the dude, and he's not the dude. He's the dude's buddy. That's the thing. Okay, I'll remind, because it's still going fast, and I'm going to stay a little bit longer. If I haven't read a comment, you got to retype it or take a super chat, and I will see it for sure then, and I will get to it. I'm going to be here another, let's say I'll be here till another 8 minutes, and then I'm going to see some of this game. Okay. You're a very good sports color commentator. Well, I appreciate that. I don't think you've been in the room long enough that you would probably not say that if you spent 10 more minutes here. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm having fun doing it. And I don't know if so much commentator, maybe somewhat color guy, but I'm not a good color guy or commentator because I'm not watching the game at all. So I'm good for the room. Yeah, I'm probably better for the room than a lot of guys that do this. They spend more time on watching the game. But I don't know. You guys are here. Let's have fun. I don't really want to sit here and have you watch me watch the game. Jeff's Goldie Girls rule. You hate the Flyers because of the John LeClaire and the trade for Desjardins. I think that's what you said, but it scrolled past. Sorry. Was the game canceled tonight? No, we're watching it right now. Our team needs to practice with 2-on-1s offensively and defensively. They're going to need a lot more practice. They didn't have enough time in camp. You're going to see this. You're going to notice weird play that it's not good because they're not ready yet, really. Steven Nissen. That's kind of spammy. I don't know what you're doing there. Time out for you, buddy. One time is enough to say something, I think. Jacqueline Briggs. What do you think of Marc Bergevin? Well, I am on the Marc Bergevin side that I like him. I think he's done a great job. He hasn't been perfect. He hasn't been perfect, but he's done a really good job, and he's a good manager of the cap. And anybody who wanted him to spend to the cap should be looking at it and going, wow, thank God he didn't, because with that flat cap for the next 2 to 4 years, we're going to be very happy that Marc Bergevin is a good manager of the cap. Price is on fire. That's good to hear because that first goal, and still 1-0. Wow. So my 6-5 score isn't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay, so much for my gut at the beginning of the season. I think I'm a little bit rusty. It's okay. Wolverine, I also would like to see Pasternak get a cup. I don't watch the Bruins that much, but Pasternak is one of my favorites. And plus, I own a Pasternak jersey. You know, that's cool. I don't really – the last game, Bruins game, where he was there with his stick, I scored. Made me not like the guy, but Pasternak is a hell of a talent. He's a sniper. There's another word to add on to that. The guy's got a wicked shot. He's a wicked sniper. I would never take that away from him, but he's a Bruin. Unless he comes over to Montreal, I probably won't like him. But you're allowed to like anybody you want. I would never criticize you for that. But man, that guy's got talent. What a sniper! I only hope that Caulfield can be as good as him, or approaching that, because Pasternak's awesome. The score is 1-0 for Toronto. Believe it or not, second period. After Toronto scored 33 seconds into the first period, you figure, oh, here comes the game. I've got a prediction 6-5. And second period, 5 minutes in, and it's 1-0 still. So I have a feeling I'm missing a pretty good damn game. So I'm going to be taking my leave very soon. 5 more minutes. Score power play for us. Are we on a power play? No, it's over. Whatever, the power play is over now. How is that not a penalty shot? Didn't see it. KK only 3:58 ice time so far. That's a surprise. Also, haven't seen him yet on the ice, so that's probably why. Do I want Montreal to lose for a chance to get Alexis Lafreniere? Okay. I'm going to answer it again, and I don't mind. I don't take this as I'm upset because I think I've answered it a few times already tonight. Here's how I look at it. I never want Montreal to lose. So I have, this is not Habs fan. This is Habs fan. The not Habs fan but smart hockey person wants Montreal to lose so they get a chance at Lafreniere, and if not get Lafreniere, at least get that good draft pick because I don't figure they can go far and win the cup. This person here, the Habs fan that's right here, wants Montreal to win, do it as much as they can, cheer. And that's, while I'm watching the game, is going to win out. And when I'm doing my reviews and all that stuff, it's this one. So I'm going to separate, hopefully, the two Habs fans. One that's not as big a Habs fan and more sensible, and the one that's just all heart and Habs fan and go. I don't know, is that a weird way of explaining it? But there you go. So I don't really want Montreal to lose, but I do want them to get Lafreniere, and to do that, they cannot beat Pittsburgh. And you know what? I'm not sure. I don't think they will, but my gut says they will. Here says no. Here says yes. And I called for the Habs in 5 on my prediction video, so I don't know if that answers the question. Do I miss Byron? No. You missed Byron, got taken out. I must have missed it. I did not see that. Ziggy Palffy was my favorite player to watch in the early 20s. We used to love that name. Used to make fun of the name a little. Just, you know, as funny hockey names, Palffy was definitely up there. And the Ziggy part. But he was a good defenseman. Habs on power play now. Game is now on Sportsnet. Yes, game is, I mean, the feed I'm watching is from Sportsnet, I would think. It's Sportsnet that's putting out all the feeds, actually. So everything you're watching is on Sportsnet, and they are carrying all the games, I imagine, on their different channels. But it was odd. They weren't carrying the early game, apparently. You couldn't watch the early game in Canada on TV. Short-handed goal by the Leafs? Did they just get a short-handed goal? No. Oh, you're calling for it. You're calling for one. Although that's true too. Depending where you're watching it, you could be seeing a little ahead of me or behind, depending on where I'm getting it from. I've got 13:37 on the clock right now. They're just about to face. They just faced off for that. Oh! Well, I got to see my first shot on goal by, I think that's Gallagher. Oh, that was almost a nice backhand pass, but that turned into a breakaway. Oh, there you go. 2-1. That was in. That was in. Oh, that was definitely in. It was a beautiful attempt at that backhand, but if that doesn't work, that's why that's risky. That's what happens. Intercepted, race down the thing, and a score. So it's 2-0. Kerfoot. So, nice play by Kerfoot. The rebound, that was a bad rebound to give up. The rebound, Price kicked it out right to Kerfoot, and he couldn't recover in time, obviously, to save that. Oh, it just went over past his glove. He almost had it. Anyways, that's why they tell you don't make blind behind your back passes. They look great when they're successful. But that's the result when they're not. Yeah, whoever just called it, he didn't call it and go, oh, I'm smart. He's got a feed that's ahead of us. That's all that is. He saw it before we did. It's kind of unfortunate that we drafted behind the Bruins. We honestly could have had Pasternak. We could have. He was drafted, isn't I right? Right ahead of us. Who did we get there? Was that McCarron? Who did we get there? But man, we could have had Pasternak. Damn it, Maple Leafs goal. That's not okay. You can write that, but I can't. I shouldn't have said that. I know I got Leafs fans in the room. That's why I can't be like that. And you know what? I tell you the truth. Since I have the channel, yeah, I mean, I dislike the Leafs. Yeah, I always have a natural sort of hatred, but it's tempered a bit. It happens. So that's Anderson, I imagine, and they've already got their playoff beards and stuff going. Ryan's in the room really late. Ryan, I'm out of here. It's already 21. I haven't seen any of the game. It's 2-0 now for Toronto, Ryan. And do I want to extend Max Domi? Yes, I do. I think you can get him at a good price, and he is a player worth extending because first of all, he'll fight to the death for Montreal. He has loads of talent. He is young. You haven't seen the best of Max Domi yet. Yes, I want Max Domi to be signed. 2-0 Leafs. Should have addressed Paling. No, he's not ready, Paling. Not a guy who isn't in our future plans, Bill Zeal. Give the kids a chance. It just goes to show Paling isn't showing that he's ready. I can't see any other reason that he's not ready yet. Oh, yeah, we instead of drafting, it was Sherback we drafted instead of Pasternak. Okay, guys, if I don't cut it now, I'm never going to watch this game. Listen, everybody that's here, if anybody sees it after, you guys gave me probably my most fun live stream up to date. Thank you guys so much. I've got to watch some of this game or I'm going to be useless for my review, and I haven't seen any of it, and I want to watch hockey. So I hope you guys understand. We had a really, we've been at it. I thought it was longer than that. Okay. I usually do the hour and a half anyway. But I want to watch some of this game. I really, really do. Thanks, everybody, for being here so much. Thanks to the new members for joining up. Thanks to, I'm going to have to go over that. Who was it that it was Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for the donation, and the new members for joining up, and everybody for your participation. Thank you for supporting the channel just by even being here. For everybody that's been new, Pre-Waggy Boy, I see you there. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you again. And everybody else, Jacqueline Briggs, I don't remember seeing you before. Hopefully I'll see you again. And everybody else who was in here, and I've never been in here before, everybody who's been in here, that's been in here before. Thank you so much. We'll be back. What are we doing? It's Tuesday? Saturday, we're doing this again. Saturday, doing this same thing again. And yeah, I guess I'll do the first period. I want to watch it, but I'm going to do the first period. And yeah, so hopefully we'll see you there. New members, we're doing this on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. The notice will go out. You'll see it. Wednesday, 8 o'clock, members only live stream. Anybody wants to get in on that, you got to take a membership to do that. Join button on the bottom gets you that. And that's it. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Enjoy the rest of the game. Hopefully, I'll get my review out right after the game. I'm doing a new style. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know anything. So it's going to come out somewhere after the game. And thanks, everybody. You took my mind off of my troubles for today, and I really appreciate that. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the game. Can't say it enough. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you next video. Bye, everybody. That was so fun.